Thanks for coming. Yeah, so you can do the walking meditation today. You can either do the senses, notice the sensation of the wind on your skin, the smells, the colours, whatever it is, whichever sense you want to focus on, or we can do a special walking meditation where we take on a view that everything that's appearing is within the mind, is appearing to the mind, even us. So it's as if we are observing lucid dreaming. So it's like there's lucid dreaming, we're observing the dream me walking through the dream world. Okay.
When we come back, where are we?
Where did we go? Where did we go?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the special breathing meditation. It's very profound. You don't have to believe it, but it's a bit like trying on certain clothes or certain shoes. Try it on for size. It's really good to be open-minded with these things because you never know how they might roll out. So if you don't want to do that, obviously go and do a walking meditation with your senses, coming back to your senses. If you want to do this special walking meditation, then when your mind kicks back into yesterday and tomorrow and what so-and-so said and work, and you recognise that your mind has wandered, you think, oh yeah, I'm back. And when you're back into the moment, just quickly recall that the practice is viewing this as all a dream, viewing the person walking and everything else as a dream, and try to maintain, whilst enjoying the surroundings, maintain that view. And then you can test it when you get back. Do that for however long, 10, 15 minutes. And then when we sit down, there'll be a chance to just center in again and then see how you feel. Because it's experiential. And if something works, and in meditation, I suppose what we mean by works is it brings our mind to more peace. And try it again. Why not? Why not try it twice or 3 times or 4 times?
Paul, could I ask you a question? Is it almost the opposite to mindfulness?
No, what it is using mindfulness to keep aware of the belief that everything's like a dream. So when we lose mindfulness, we haven't realised that our mind's thinking about yesterday and tomorrow or what somebody said to us earlier. And then mindfulness kicks back in automatically when we realise, oh, my mind wandered away, but it's not now, it's back here. And then when it does that, we then have a choice. If we ever are clearly aware that we've got a choice in a moment to do this or that, we're mindful. There's periods of time where you think, do you know what, I just did that auto and I can't even remember the last 5 minutes or the last 10 minutes. Or if we're able to think, what shall I do now? What shall I do now? And pause. And then maybe think it again. Yeah, what shall I do now? Then we're being mindful. So we can do that within this context, and the mindfulness brings our mind back to, I'm going to view all of this as appearance, the person walking, me, the other people, all as dreamlike, all as just appearing within mind. And off we go again.
Fine.
Is that okay? We'll give it a go anyway. Because we don't recognise the way things exist in the same way that a little baby might want to go to the end of the rainbow and get the gold. Even if they're really little, even if the parent says you can't get to the end of the rainbow, it will disappear if you get near it. They'll be puzzled by that. They just think, well, I can see a rainbow over there. I can see a house near the rainbow. If I can go to the house, why can't I go to the rainbow? So an ordinary human mind sort of is pervaded by the same lack of understanding about the way all this exists. We relate to this in a similar way to the way a baby relates to a rainbow. And there's different ways to pierce that. There's different ways to melt away that misunderstanding. It naturally goes for the baby when they get to a certain age and they can recognise, oh yeah, I can't get to that rainbow. At some point, age kicks in and discrimination kicks in, discernment. But the misunderstanding about the way all this exists doesn't cease with age. It doesn't naturally just change like the rainbow and the child understanding it does. We need to test it. We need to test it, and we can test it in lots of different ways. And one is to jump to the end and imagine that we're awakened from this misunderstanding. So in doing a walking meditation where we imagine that this is all dreamlike, it's the equivalent of the baby running up to the rainbow and seeing that it disappears. Then we can experience directly. If it does work, what we'll experience is a reduction in dissatisfaction. It'll feel in here, it'll feel in our stomach and our heart like things have just subdued, things have relaxed a little bit. Or it won't, and we can test it, we can try it. But I found it works. There's lots of different ways to do this, and one of the benefits of doing it in a walking meditation is because we're walking around all the time, driving all the time, walking all the time. Whereas if we try to develop wisdom through formal sitting meditation, we might only do it 10 minutes a day. We might only do it once a week, once a month. This is very easy to do. We can go on our way and think, right, I'm going to practice this. As I walk to the shops, I'm going to imagine all this is just appearance within mind. And I'll get my paper, I'll get my bottle of milk, or whatever it is, and I'll come home. And then when we come home, we might be in a much better mood, a much more relaxed state. It's crystal clear. It's not like we go all vague and woolly. It's a crystal clear recognition, a perception that this is all mere appearance, just appearing. So we don't even have to believe it to try it. We don't have to believe it. We don't have to believe a size 9 shoe fits to try it on. But if the size 9 shoe fits, then we're size 9. If it doesn't, we're not. We'll try it on. We just try it on. I should have woven Cinderella into that somewhere, shouldn't I? It's Cinderella-esque. Does anybody have any other questions on that before we start doing the breathing meditation? I think children would do this easily. I think children would just think, oh, okay, I'll do that. We tend to, as adults, we tend to not use our imagination as much as children. They're always using their imagination, aren't they, children? And this is an exercise in using our imagination.
Well, I'm really upset that I can't get to the end of the rainbow. You're the first person to stop me.
I'm sorry. We can get to the end of rainbows. We can. Just got to run fast enough, Veronica. Okay, right, we'll do the body relaxation, we'll do the breathing meditation. I hope you enjoy it. Please relax and hope we have a nice time. When we start meditation, it's very helpful to just sit and be honest with how we're feeling, how we're doing. This is a practice of basic self-honesty, and it's as good a practice as any. So we don't do it in a way to beat ourselves up. We do it in a way like we'd be meeting with an old friend who's in whatever mood they're in. But we check in with ourselves. So I'll leave you for a few moments just to generally notice what state you're in. Is it the same state as when you came through the door, when you left the house? What's here right now generally? Okay, so we can set an intention to meditate for ourselves and for others. Just like ripples of anger can spread out around, ripples of peace can spread out as well. Ripples of compassion and love, even ripples of firmness. If we want to be firm and just and strong, then those ripples can go out as well. And we can set a determination to be playful, like a child. If this was a class tonight with children, then their minds would be naturally more supple with imagination. So we can revisit our youth, if you like. We can play with being free and relaxed in our mind. So bring your awareness to your body. Notice how your body appears to you. Bring your awareness now to your thoughts. Just gently bring all of your awareness to observing the thoughts that are coming and then going, without getting embroiled. If you get embroiled, come back as the observer. Just observe without any judgment what's passing through. Now please bring your awareness to your abdomen. See if you can observe the feelings that are there, or feeling. Happiness, sadness, joy, calm, stillness, mayhem, anger, frustration, injustice, bliss, whatever it is, whatever's there, just settle your mind to observe it. we've met with ourselves. Hopefully you've been able to do it in a kind way, with some equanimity. If you haven't, if you've been beating yourself up for the last minute or two, if you've been struggling or finding it difficult or whatever it is, then just observe that as well. Note that compassionately. That can be a big deal to do that. Now we're going to relax our body. Please bring your awareness to your face. Allow your face muscles to relax. Allow your jaw muscles to relax deeply. Bring your awareness to your left shoulder. Scan all the way down to your fingertips. Loosen the limb. Allow it to just rest. Do the same from the right shoulder down. Loosening, relaxing, resting the limbs. Bringing the awareness to the left hip, we scan all the way down to the toes. Tension, tightness, just let it go. Let your left leg just be a leg with nothing bound in it. Gently bring in the awareness to the right leg from the hip. Scan down, again loosen it, relax it, let go of the tension. Let it be. Let your arms, let your legs just be. Let your face and your head, let them just be as they are. Allow your head to rest comfortably on your neck so it's well balanced on top of your neck. Your chin tucked in just a little. If you wish to wear a slight smile, even if you don't feel that way, it can invoke a positive feeling. Equally, if that doesn't feel the right thing to do, then just allow your mouth to rest however it feels right to rest it. Now we bring our awareness to our shoulders and our neck. Imagine warm sunshine, rays of warm summer sunshine, radiating down deep into the muscles of the neck on either side and both shoulders. Allow your arms to rest. Allow the muscles to become more supple. This is a safe place and there's very little to do. Allow your neck and shoulders to just relax. Now bring our awareness to our abdomen again. We can visualize thick black smoke swirling around inside of our body cavity, and we can imagine it's the manifestation of all of our future worries and concerns. All bound up in this black smoke. And with 3 nice steady deep out breaths, we visualize all of this suffering, all of this smoke bound up together, billowing out of our nostrils into the far distance. Use our imagination like a child. Then we bring our breathing back to its normal rhythm. And we breathe in sparkling golden light that has the power to uplift, cleanse, clear our mind, make it feel fresh and confident. Beautiful sparkling golden light coming in through the nostrils, pervading gradually the body and the vast, vast space of the unending mind. Now we can do the breathing meditation, the formal part. If you're doing this at home, this is the place where you can start if you wish. Do a very brief body relaxation if you want, and then start the breathing meditation. Please bring your awareness to the flow of the breath as it comes in through the nostrils, down the throat, into the lungs, and back out again. This is very special. A thin layer of air wrapped around this rock. Without it, we wouldn't be here. And with each breath, we have life. We're a few breaths away from death. And yet whenever we breathe in, there's air. Please enjoy breathing in, following the flow of the breath. Now we bring our awareness to the nostril linings, keeping the breathing normal, keeping our back comfortably straight, chin tucked in just a little, arms however we wish, hands however we wish. Notice the cool and the warm sensations and the space between the two as we keep our breathing normal, comfortable, relaxed. Please relax. Please allow your alertness to still function with a relaxed mind. Now we bring our awareness in a little more to the rims of the nostrils. The cool sensation occurs and it stops. We get the warm sensation and it stops. and the cool and warm keep going. Please bring your awareness to these nostril rims. Notice the cool and warm. Be interested, be engaged with what's here in each fresh moment. It will help. But please don't try too hard. When the mind wanders away, just bring it back. It doesn't matter how many times, it all brings peace. There's no doing it wrong, there's just doing it. Allow your breathing to be deep and natural like a baby sleeping. Keep your awareness at the rims of the nostrils. Each time we just check every now and again, am I still doing it? Am I still with the breath? Just a very gentle thought that doesn't disturb our mind. For the last minutes, please try to stay with these cool and warm sensations for a little longer, but not trying too hard. Before we come out of meditation, I'd just like to remind you that you can do the walking meditation now for about 15 minutes. If you want to come back sooner, that's fine. We can concentrate on smells if that's our anchor point. So if our mind wanders away to thoughts of yesterday and tomorrow or distractions, we come back to and re-find what the smell is in that moment. It might be the sensation of the wind on our face, our hands. It might be sounds, colours, or it might be the view that all of what is appearing, including ourselves, the fields, the sounds of the trees, the movement of the wind, the view that all of it is appearing within a mind. And we stay gently with that acknowledgement as we walk. And then when our mind wanders off, we come back to this as well. So we don't do it in a tense way, we just enjoy the walk, but we try to hold on to that view and enjoy it as a curiosity. So feel free to get yourself together and enjoy a beautiful walk. It's a very still, moody evening, so please enjoy it. Thank you. Just allow your breathing to come back to its normal rhythm. Settle down after the walking meditation. Just check in with how you feel. Before we finish the meditation, we can dedicate the peace and the wisdom and the self-honesty we've practiced to our own future contentment and the contentment of others. We can think, may everyone, and we include ourselves in this, importantly, may everyone find peace. May everyone find peace. And then, when it feels comfortable, just allow your eyes to open. If you're doing this at home and you want to just rest in whatever peace has arisen, this is a very good practice. It encourages us to do it again. The more we marinate our mind with peace and the more we enjoy the taste of peace, or even reduction in busyness and stress, and the more motivating it is to do it again. So please don't be in a rush to feel that the meditation time is over and to rush on to the next thing on the to-do list. We can still spend 10 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, just not rushing back into ordinary life, but just resting in this peace. Thank you. That's the end of the class. Thank you very much.